lead down to 3.
Pero ang gusto mo doon, ang ganda ng control niya, no? Pag-decelerate at pag-finish towards that contact. And that drive by John Fa.
Scoring all 6 of his points here in the second half. Bitoon overcooks the free. Last 2 minutes of the game. John Fa got blocked from behind by Prince Kasin.
Well, that time he thought he beat everyone downhill, pero tinimingan lang ni Prince Kasin yun. Ito yung drive down the middle, pero nasa likod, inabangan ni Prince Kasin yung layup attempt na yun ni John Fa.
Did not even make an attempt and played only 4 minutes in the first half. John Fa, but has come alive here in the fourth. Nermal to tie it up. It will rattle out and rebound controlled by Ronnie Matias. A minute and 40 left in regulation. Jeff Panday against John Nermal. Prince Kasin straight away free. Banks it in!
Wow! Wow!
That hurts if you're Pampanga.
Oh yeah, that's gotta hurt. I mean, that came off that middle action with a little pull-up from upstairs by Prince Kasin. Wow.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Timeout Pampanga, Caloocan with a 6-point lead. Back inside the Governor Andres B. Bernos Memorial Gymnasium in Bangued, Abra, as we bring you game number 1 of the North Division first round series between number 4 Caloocan and number 5 Pampanga. Later on, we'll see Abra defend their turf against the Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys. Jeff Manday and the rest of the Caloocan Batang KANKALOO look to strike first. Prince Kasin, 13 points. And that last shot from downtown was a backbreaker, making this a 2-possession ball game, 62-56.
But right now, Caloocan going a little small ball action here with only, as Ronnie Matias being the 5 and the 3 and 4 being Kasin and Romel Calahat.
We go to Jamoy Gilos down low. Oh boy, Ronnie Matias able to stand his ground, comes away with a steal.
That wasn't the advantage that they were looking for. You had Larry Muyang being covered by Romel Calahat on the other post side. That would have been a good option.
Kasin one-on-one against JLC. Another free. That time it won't work. A minute remaining here in the fourth. John Fa kicks it out to Archie Concepcion. JLC, nothing really happening on this set. And Larry Muyang wasn't involved in that set, Coach Mike.
For the second straight instance. I mean, if it were just basic post-ups, you'd like to have Larry Muyang take on it. Because he has Calahat on him. Height and heft advantage kay Larry.
Baseline inbound for Pampanga. They don't necessarily need a free at this juncture.
Agree.
Larry Muyang will fire and score from downtown.
They don't need a 3, but if they make it, it'll be sure big for them.
And they make this a 1-possession ball game. No need to foul if you're Pampanga. Pampanga not yet in penalty. Manday sizing up Archie Concepcion. 7 seconds left on their shot clock. Manday came up big against Pangasinan, but he lost the basketball. Turnover against Caloocan.
Oh boy, he had Archie Concepcion on an island that side of the floor. And that little play on the ball, little game move as he was trying to chase that space, really lost that handle.
Pampanga using their final timeout. You see the setup here. John Fa to Larry Muyang. No hesitation. Puts in that free. And let's listen in to Coach Pedic Di Matulak as he tries to map out a play here for Pampanga.
Hindi ko alam kung 14 o 21 ako. 21 seconds. 21. 14 tayo. Oh! Hawak! Pa! Corner tayo. Larry! Command game tayo. Command game. Tignan mo. Atake! Larry, tapat! Pag libre driving line atake. Atake, Larry. Pag wala. Pag tira. Shooter. Pagkita. Pag kaya mo kung umatake ka. Ha? Tapos! Right! Oh, right.
Well, they're really trying to go to a two-man game involving Larry Muyang and, to my recall, John Fa. But my question now is that on that two-man action, do you do that on a loaded ball screen where you have a corner shooter on that same side of the floor, or are you going to have it empty? Have the shooter on the weak side corner of the floor. That was the thing that was never not so clear. But you do understand, two-man game. Roll Larry. If you have it, go straight up. If not, look for the shooter.
They opt to inbound it all the way to the backcourt. Caloocan still has 2 timeouts left. Especially if Pampanga makes this basket here. John Fa, one-on-one against Kalahat. Now the screen, the switch. Larry Muyang, the fake. Stepping back. Another 3-point attempt. No. Follow-up by JLC is good. Lead is down to 1. Caloocan using their timeout, but just 3.2 seconds left here in regulation.
Well, initially, John Fa wanted Larry Muyang to stay out of the way because he felt he could take on Kalahat. But that never happened. Ball went to Muyang. Shot was too strong. JLC being, quick to that offensive rebound and that putback.
Let's listen in to the huddle of Caloocan.
Sino inbound lang. Good inbound. Good inbound lang. Sige ko inbound lang. Half-court lang, coach. Half-court. Mel, ikaw to, Mel. Ikaw to, ano. Makinig tayo, ha. Good inbound lang, pare. Good inbound. Jeff, corner. Sino to? Jeramer. Hindi, coach. Sa low ba ako? Si Sigby yan, Okay. Jeff. Okay, si Jeramer. Tapos screen. Tingnan mo si Ronnie. Pero kung sinong mauna mabigyan ng bola, pa-foul lang yan, pre. Hawak pa yan.
Well, you're always going to expect that there's going to be a foul given up because they want to stop the clock. And yun ang malinaw na instructions ni Coach Mike sa gigit. And with Pampanga still having fouls to give,
It hurts them.
it hurts them. That's right.
Because time is not on their side.
Agree.
3.2 seconds left. They need to foul quick. 0.8 seconds chop off the clock. Now they don't have any more timeouts.
Sayang din yung pagkakataon na yung kanina nung nag-switch na si Kalahat kay John Fa. Now the important thing here is to try and defend and get a foul.
Now if you're Caloocan, you don't want to commit that mistake of committing a 5-second inbound violation. Now they get it inbounds. Muyang gives up the foul.
And wisely, they gave it to Jeff Manday. But so far, itong si Jeff Manday for this game has had no trips yet to the line.
But he did hit 4 clutch free throws in their final elimination game.
That's right.
Against Pangasinan on the road.
Who would ever forget that?
Jeff Manday, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Cool, calm, and collected. All net on the first free throw.
Sanay, kalmadong-kalmado sa pagkakataon na yan. And he is really one of their top free throw shooters, 82% from the line. Ito si Jeff Manday in the regular season.
Manday seems like he wants to make the second. And he does. It gets a chance for Pampanga to inbound the basketball. Muyang pitches it ahead, but it was too strong for John Fa to catch it.
Your best three-point shooter so far this game has been Archie Concepcion. He's 3 out of 5 from 3. That ball never went the side of Archie Concepcion.
Caloocan, all they have to do is inbound the basketball, and they do. 0.8 seconds remaining. One free throw should seal it for Caloocan. I mean, Pampanga had their chances,
That's right.
but credit Caloocan for fighting back. And the question was whether they could sustain this kind of pace.
Matter of fact, Ken, they were so good in the second half that they doubled their production in the first half. They only had 19 in the first half. Here they had what, 42? And that clearly is a huge turnaround scoring-wise para dito sa Giant Lanterns.
And that's gonna do it. And another botched pass from Larry Muyang. And Caloocan will get game number 1 of this series between them and Pampanga.
Really, this started in the first quarter where, you know, itong Caloocan really just imposed their will, especially on the defensive end of the floor, where we talked about it. It almost felt like there were 6 Caloocan players on the floor at the same time. Kaya walang nabibeat na defender itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
And the final horn has sounded. Caloocan striking first in this series between the number 4 seed against the 2-time defending champions number 5 Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Caloocan able to survive and grab the first win here. And Romel Calahat certainly was a guy that really stepped up in this ball game against Pampanga, Coach Mike.
And he started things off in the first quarter. We talked about how intentional itong Caloocan has been in the first. But really, a lot of that has to do with this man, Romel Calahat. He just had his way, getting 4 offensive rebounds early in the first quarter, and really just went everything with what he had, making shots, getting deflections, getting offensive rebounds.
And the very first loss in the playoffs for Pampanga in the last 3 years.